I thought Jacksonville got off to a great start, and we played from behind the entire game. I thought they were more aggressive. Obviously, we couldn't get stops, and we did have one little spurt in the first half where we were fine, and then we turned it over, gave up offensive rebounds that led to three-point shots, and they continued to drive downhill and be aggressive. We never got any rhythm offensively or defensively. I thought they controlled the game the entire time.
What do you think happened out there tonight, Joe?
Energy finds the ball, and I thought they were more energetic. And I think when those things happen, and I think when the basket gets big, which it did for him, he got problems. He made some great shots, but we also gave him opportunities that he wasn't supposed to. Scout report things that we've got to clean up.
Do you guys get beaten in more phases of the game tonight than you have in a while?
We got beaten every phase. We got outcoached, we got outplayed, and I thought that they had a great bounce and came in with a lot of confidence.
Were you surprised by that, Joe? I mean,
they're good. I mean, they've got, Babineau's an old league player, and
yeah.
When you have a guy jump up, he's averaging 7.5 points a game, but he's averaging more since the injuries have occurred and gets 35. That doesn't bode well.
Not to underestimate the numbers of good players you got sitting on the bench nursing injuries in the second half.
No, that's not an excuse. I mean, you got to learn how to play, and injuries don't make you shoot 10 for 20 from the free throw line either. And that's you got to line up, make your free throws, have the right attitude, and come ready to work every day and get better.
This is a particularly tough one, isn't it, Joe?
They're all tough. They're all tough.
You miss Meach's shoring up things when you're in the interior a little bit defensively?
Well, I mean, that's part of it, but it also helps when you don't get direct line drives, or you don't. I mean, those things. I mean, at some point you've got to guard your guy, and we didn't do that well enough tonight, and that's on us. It's on me.
Christian, you guys, frankly, look a little shell-shocked. Obviously, very, very disappointed. I'm sure you're kind of like me. You thought you would probably, figure you'd get this game, and then go to UNF Saturday, big showdown stuff. This is big, isn't it? This is a big setback, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They're now tied for second in the league, and that's what Coach was harping on the whole time, is that we need to take care of business today, and we didn't do that.
What do you think, like Joe said, they were kind of running downhill, you guys seemed out of sync, some things like that. I really thought you guys would come out just on fire, at least in the second half tonight. You never just really seemed to get it going. What was going on, man?
We just weren't ready to play, like Coach said. I don't really know why. It's just happened.
Did you sense anything before the game, Julian, that maybe you guys wouldn't be ready to play or anything? Or?
We were, stagnant all day, starting to shoot around and carried over to the game, and so we never, got out of that fog.
You guys would make a run. You got it within, manageable at different points.
After a very sluggish start, we got the lead a little bit, and then we don't get a couple loose balls that we should have gotten or had a chance at. They fanned it for three, and they made a couple threes right there in a row, and then we shot the ball quickly in the first half. We took bad shots, and we talked about it at halftime. We talked about it, and just could never get the rhythm.
Julian, as a senior, how much does it motivate you knowing that you're going to face these guys again, in just a couple days, and you're going to be able to hopefully give them the same kind of treatment they gave you guys in your home court?
I just want to come out and play totally different, do the best I can, help my team win. Obviously, it's disappointing, the way we played tonight, personally, the way I played tonight, but I just, want to come out, learn from my mistakes this game, and, pick it up for the rest of the season.
What do they do defensively that, I guess got you guys kind of in a funk?
They just, play well defense. They were able to stay in front of us. Offensively, for ourselves, we were stagnant as far as moving the ball, and we can do a much better job. We've done a lot better job the entire season, and today we just didn't do a good job of that.
Christian, do you feel like it was going to be kind of a weird game, when starting the game with that air ball free throw, and then just all the offensive rebounds in the first possession that they had to start the game? I mean, did it feel like it was kind of a weird flow, or?
Yeah, I personally could tell that we weren't ready to play, myself included. There's no excuse for it. It's happened.
Doesn't get much easier next week, Joe. UNF.
They're playing great. I mean, offensively, they're so efficient. They've made 50 more or 40 more three-point field goals than anybody in the country. Can spread you a lot of different ways. They can score it. And Dallas Moore's, would obviously be player of the year right now. Voting was today, but they've got 2 or 3 guys that would be first-team All-League players, and it doesn't get easier. that's part of it.
And they seem to really be hooping right
Now,
now.
they're playing great. I mean, their offensive efficiency stats are off the chart, and they're, you know, they don't turn it over. They score it in a lot of different ways, and, you know, averaging 90-plus a game in conference play.
You're too early, even at this point, to talk about must-haves, but that's one you guys
Yeah,
really can
we
use.
must have a good practice tomorrow. That's the next must-have. I mean, that's where we got to start.
Christian, UNF, you guys, I kind of thought you'd rebound from the Lipscomb thing, but you guys rebound from this and be ready for UNF, because that's a big game.
Yeah, we'll be ready. Coach will get us ready with the game plan, and we'll have a do-better talk, as Kevin said last time, and we'll be ready to play.
Three-pointers, Julian, have obviously been troublesome here all of a sudden after you guys were playing great three-point defense. UNF, what do you guys need to do better around the three-point line?
We just need to come tomorrow and practice, you know, work on it, you know, defensively get back to our principles and just work a lot harder. You know, we need to pick up our energy. Like today we were one step behind last game as well. So tomorrow we just need to focus on, you know, picking our energy up, getting to the ball, closing out eyes, things like that.
Can you guys go up there and get a win Saturday?
Yeah, we can. We definitely can get a win, but it depends on if we're going to come ready to work tomorrow. You know, we're not going to keep our heads down, or if we're going to, you know, learn from our mistakes and get better from it.
What are the keys to beating UNF? What do you guys need to do against them?
Well, personally, I think our keys are, you know, to play great defense. You know, that's basically what we can do. We started off the year playing pretty good defense, and we just need to get back to, you know, the team that we are. That's our thing.
Joe, I know you said that you're focused on practice tomorrow, but I mean, how crucial is this next, you know, couple games because of how close everyone is at the top of the A-Sun?
Well, I mean, the big thing is let's get focused on getting better tomorrow and getting back. You know, we've let our offense dictate how we guard, and that's not good. And, you know, that's been the most frustrating point. So we need to get back to hopefully being able to guard some.